Welcome to Gumlong camping area. We're at Kakadu National Park. This is the Gunlom, or just near the Gunlom camping ground. This is the plunge pool at the bottom of the falls. We're about to go swimming. There's also one called the Infinity Pool up the top there. I'm going to go for a walk tomorrow morning up to that. There's some water coming down the falls, which is not too normal at this time of the year.
So it's only if it goes a milky colour when it's mixed up in the hot water that drink it down. Good for congested chests and nose and all that kind of stuff. Same with like just crushing them up, yeah, and then literally going, and that'll clear your sinuses as well. But yeah, we use all native and traditional burning practice. So we've got all the different signals around that let us know, or let binning know when it's time to burn, and that's what we do in the park. But traditionally there were 22 clans and 2,500 binning moving through this country doing all that burning. There's now about 380 odd binning, give or take, in 12 clans on country. They do still burn on country, yeah? Whenever it's like, you're looking at the NAFI site, you go, do you like that? No. Do you like that? No. Right, binning. And it's them. They're out on their country and they light it up, you know. We ask them to consult and can you just let us know if you're going to light up country? And they're like, yeah. But they'll just do it when they're out hunting or looking on country, and they'll just say, it needs to be burnt, just light it up for us, you know. And that's fine, it's their country. They've been doing it for thousands of generations. Yeah, so they're really full on. You will not see artwork like that anywhere else, guys, in public access. Nowhere else. So very interesting styles, Namandu. You've even got one of the Nahayungi there. Nahayungi's creation. So there's Nahayungi artwork, that her name is Algogo. She ties in with the Gui book, the Banksia. Yeah? She's got Banksia on her head, but that ties in with Guna, which is the fire laws. So it's pretty hardcore law, you know. So Algogo is there. But again, I mean, it talks very lightly on these signs, and when I was here with the TOs, or traditional owners, speaking for the country, we're asking about it. And it's like, well, the thing is that, you know, these signs are talking about bloody dilly bags for carrying livers and kidneys and that sort of thing. You can have tourist mob asking about that. You're like, yeah, is that saying it on that sign? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, right. And they said, yeah, well, that will break you. There's your answer. Okay, that's as much as you get. So the thing is that they are really full on. That is like nothing else you'll see. Okay, sorcery artwork, malevolent environmental spirits, enforcers of kinship law, enforcers of the moieties within the landscape. All ties in, really full on stuff. And that way is much nicer and more relaxed, but there's quite sexually explicit stuff up the top. Whenever I come here, I always see new stuff. That is a lump of something called hematite or hematite. Yeah. This one here, it's essentially a lump of iron, guys. And when that one is ground up and then mixed with blood or certain saps, and then placed on Cambogi sandstone, it actually goes directly on the Cambogi, goes into the rock anywhere from 7 to 10 millimetres. That one there. So it's the equivalent of tattooing the rock, isn't it? Yeah, it's staining or bleaching that rock permanently. Yeah? Hematite tends to be washed down the rivers. So after the wet has passed, a lot of binning go to certain creek lines which are known for certain colours. Yeah? So you have yellow creek lines, you have the manganese, you have black, yeah, in creek lines, the different ochres, pipe clays, yeah, all in these creek lines, and that's where they get the majority of it. But yeah, it's the hematite's the key to the longest continual art systems in the world. Yeah. But that's a really good snapshot to try and get your heads around what it is that is the longest continual visual representation of any people on this earth. And that is the Arnhem Land Plateau traditions, okay, which Kakadu National Park protects 15% of the Arnhem Land Plateau. So how much is out there, guys, that we have no idea about? We only see this much, okay? And we've got 5,680 registered rock art sites in Kakadu. This is one. It is phenomenal stuff. These guys up here have the first zoom all, so you have scenes where these guys are running and hunting, and in amongst them are human figures with kangaroos' heads. There's so many firsts in this, but the key word, forget the oldest, forget the first, forget this, the key word, the real mind-blowing one, is continual visual representation of people on this earth. It is phenomenal. And did he have... They usually have at least one insert, sometimes two a week.
Okay.
Today, a few ducks flying off to our left side there, plenty of swing ducks, and egret just loading in over the top of us, in front of us, and going out to our right side. That's the public jetty and boat ramp there, so this is an area that's open to the public. Anyone can, come out here, sightseeing, fishing and such. So there's on the right, you come to the air's a bit dense, the trucks that smoke in, especially if you travel through spring country too. Because of increased populations, there's not enough room for everybody. They've got to move out to, cut back the problem. So, when they get into the field, they get a bit sore, but we're really a bit cautious, a bit wary. They live to, on average, 60 to 80 years. Larger ones, 4 to 5 metres on average. They can get bigger, live longer. So Dinga and Womergan. There's a freshwater crocodile. Dinga, saltwater. So it's just all in the tail. The tail is the main means of propulsion. Yeah, that's where they get that strength, If they're on land, they can hit you with that tail. Protect the nest. Because really on land, that's all they have, that tail to sort of protect the nest. And of course, if anything, in the floodwaters, the animals try to clamber up or climb up in the trees, fleeing the floodwaters, they can launch themselves over the water and catch animals in low branches. They're getting close enough to a goose, the goose tries to fly for the last minute. There might be a chance they can, A lot of buffalo, not many today, like there's lots, but they will come back and they will come. There's only a few of these animals getting around to the place, especially had a potential of carrying forms of disease, tuberculosis. So little high concrete, you know, from here down south. They say any slight hint of salinity in the water, down the floodplain, they normally sit up around that area. Yeah, you can cut water straight on there, watch it, just roll straight off. Anything, paint, roll, anything. Alright, that's about it for us, I think. Yeah, you see them sometimes. Largest bird of prey in Australia to that of the West Charlie. Marawati. Well, Marawati is a spirit bird.
Okay, we don't think it's a pandanus.
I think it's a screw palm.
A screw palm. If you look at the leaves, how they go up the trunk. Maybe. There we go.
Every spear got a hole on the back, and we bind it in this area. Without no string, it's split, so we have to put string here. Here in Australia, we never throw spear like that. Okay, like you guys do. Olympic. No power, like we feel no power. No power. In Australia, we put our pointing finger and back up the spear like that. It gives us more power to hit that. I've been using this guy when I was about 11 years old. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness. We've set up our camp at Gunama. And this is the beginning of the track into Jim Jim Falls. So a bit sandy and windy, one lane, a few pullover areas in case you meet someone coming the other way. And it's about 10 kilometres.
This is the viewing pool.
At the bottom of Jim Jim.
On the way to Jim Jim, yep. So we've just been swimming over there at Jim Jim Falls. That's the plunge pool. And just around to the right here, there's a little sort of beachy area just behind the rock there. A little bit of sand there, which isn't very big. And there's another beach pool over here. It's a little hard to find your way at times. And then you can see just in the distance there, there's some other people just ahead of us. But you can see an arrow. Just pick it up in the camera in the distance. There's an arrow on the rock there. See part of the escarpment there. Lovely colours now, the sun's shining low on them. Just arriving back at Gunama Camp. Sunset according to the GPS is 6:21 and I've got 6:33 on our clock. So talk about making the most of the daylight hours. We're on our way out of Jim Jim Falls or Camp Gunama, and it's about 10 past 10 in the morning. Outside temperature is showing 28 degrees.
By these big termite mounds.